Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mrs. Smita Jacob from UEI Global Education. I am the Accommodation Faculty here, having more than 18 years of experience. And today's workshop is flower arrangement. Assisting me is Ms. Ashwarya Jha. She is also a management faculty at UEI Global. So the main purpose of this workshop is to make different styles of flower arrangement. And why we need it? We all know flowers are a part of this nature. They are God's gift to us. Flowers in any environment can change, uplift the environment, the surroundings. They add color, harmony to the place. And if I have to keep on telling this, it is going to be very long. So let's start. Before I actually start with the arrangement, I will give you basic introduction. Okay. Now flower arrangement needs some material. Some, they are called as containers. I hope the camera can see.
Yes.
So containers come in different shapes and sizes. Some melamine, some clay, some glass. Okay. Then comes mechanics. Without mechanics, your flower arrangement is incomplete. Okay. So this is called the green foam, floral foam, or the other name is oasis. There's a cutter, knife, scissor, and there is some binding wire. Okay. So these all are used for making flower arrangement. Now this is called the mister. This is used for spraying water over the flowers, and they are very important because they make or they keep the flowers fresh. Then comes the foliage. The other name for foliage is green leaves. Okay. Now no arrangement is complete without greens. Okay. Now I have different types of green leaves that is available, but being summer, I have to tell you the variety of green flowers are less during summers. The best season for buying flowers is from October to March, at least in India, because that is when the blooms are at its best. You get a good variety of flowers in our country. Okay. Now I'll tell you few names. Now these are local names. They may be named different in different parts of the country and the world, but here we call this as palm. This is called ruscus. This is called a type of fern or a green aspis. Okay, so these are the foliage or the green leaves. Then comes our fillers. Now fillers can be different types. As the name says, they add or they fill the gaps. Okay, and you will find all different types of fillers. Here what I've got is, this is called baby's breath. This is called blue daisy. We all know this. This is very local, called as golden rods. Okay. This is called paper flower. In our local market, it's called paper flower. We know this. This is gladioli, or the other name for this is glads. Okay. This is not a season, so I have not got very good quality of glads because in summer they don't survive. The best season that glads survive is December, Jan, Feb. So you get the best variety. Now you hardly get the white one. But glads come in all different colors. You get yellow, you get pink, you get red, you get off-white, pink, purple. Okay. Now comes the main hero of this entire workshop, that is the flowers. Okay. Now flowers come in different colors, shades, varieties. Okay. Now I have few of them. Okay, we all know this. This is called anthurium. Okay, now you can see the size. This is also because it's summer, you don't get big sizes. But this is the classic red anthurium found locally. I don't have to tell this, this is rose. Okay, now roses come in all colors. Okay, now this is a yellow rose. The long ones are called as Chinese rose. I have red roses also. Now try to buy flowers when they are in the bud condition, not when they are bloomed, because we want our flower arrangement to last for at least a week to 10 days. Okay, and before we even put these flowers, make sure that once you buy the flowers or once you get it from the wholesaler, make sure that you prep them. The first thing that all these need is water. Okay, water is the life for them. Without water, they will die. So, the first thing, if you can see, I have placed my bucket filled with water, and all my plants, leaves, foliage, fillers, everything is in the bucket of water. Preferably try to keep the condition of the room or the temperature of the room little cool, because flowers cannot survive in very hot climate. Okay. Now this is also a very common flower called as gerbera. Okay. Now there were other flowers, but because it is summer, they are not in very good condition. So this is what is available to us now. Now apart from this, okay, there are few points that we have to keep in mind before we start with our arrangement. Okay. Now this is the base of all the arrangement. This is called oasis. The oasis, now this is also the dry foam. Okay. Now oasis or dry foam cannot be used like this unless we are using it in a dry arrangement. Okay. Once we get the oasis, a block will cost you around 30 to 50 rupees. The first thing is you have to soak it in water, not put it under the tap, soak it in water, because this absorbs the water. Then this water is used by the plants, the flowers, to survive for next few days. So always make sure that your oasis is soaked. Now can you see a dry oasis and a wet oasis? Now this is a oasis which is been soaking for past 1 hour. Can you see the difference? And this is heavy, this is light. You never use dry oasis unless you are doing a dry flower arrangement, something which is getting very popular nowadays.
Okay, so
okay. So as I said, the other things that you have to keep in mind. Soak your flowers, your leaves always in water. Not soak, you have to put them in water. Okay? And the water should be fresh. Try changing the water in the container every day, because the water can go stale, it can add in or it can attract bacteria, moss, and all this will just lead to deterioration of your flowers. Your flower shelf life will get hardly to 3 to 4 days. Okay, and flowers which, see, as you can see, the flowers which are hollow like gerbera, they need support. Without support, they cannot survive. Okay, it's best to take some hard stem flowers. These can survive. Now, whenever you get flowers after you have put, before decide what type of flower arrangement you are doing and where is it going to be. Now, flower arrangements can also be different shapes, different sizes. Okay, you have something called as the round arrangement, you have something called the traditional circular arrangement, you have something called as the horizontal arrangement. There is something called as the L shape, the S shape, or we call it as bar. Okay, there are different shapes, but all this becomes irrelevant if you don't know where it's being placed. Okay. Now, for example, if you're using an arrangement for a lobby, now we all know lobby is huge. Lobby of an office or let's say for a hotel is huge. So your arrangement also should be big enough. It can go to 3 to 4 foot. But if it is for a small table, let's say banquet table, then the arrangement should be small. So it should be in sequence and proportion with the place as well as the container. Now mind you, now this is a big container. Okay, this is a crystal vase. So if I have to make an arrangement in this, the arrangement height should be 2/3. If this is 1 foot, 2/3 should be the height of the arrangement. If it is small, then I can have a smaller size, or the height of the arrangement can be small. Next thing, any flower, okay, especially roses, okay, you have to prep the flowers. What do you mean by prepping the flowers? Is basically remove the all unwanted leaves. You can leave 1 or 2 in the top, and you have to make an angular cut. Can you see that? Now there's a reason why. Because you give a wide space area or coverage area for the plant to drink in water, and this is very, very important for its survival. Okay. Next, while using roses, make sure you are removing these small petals off. And I said use the bud, not the bloom. Okay, blooms don't survive. So I think we have fairly got an understanding about the basics. Now styles, types can be different. It is all using an imagination of the person who's making it. Okay, so always keep in mind what type of arrangement you are going to make. Okay, now I'll start with basic style and we will progress to little more styles. Okay, try and cover at least 3 styles of arrangement in today's class. Okay. Okay, so you can see these both are 2 different containers. So I start first putting the oasis into the container. Okay, now oasis should be little high above because this area is the coverage area where you can put in flowers. Okay, now I am using now, since this is a small vase, the height is hardly, you can say 2 to 4 inches. Okay, so I can make an arrangement that's height is almost this much. Okay, and this is suitable for what you call conference table or low coffee table. Okay, this is also good for arrangements which is there on the hostess desk. Okay, something which is called as the L shape. It is also good for L-shaped arrangement. Okay, we will go into that later on. I am now using this as a base. Okay, I am cutting this. Okay, always, so there are 2 ways of starting an arrangement. Either start with flowers, your basic flowers, and cover it with your fillers and foliage, or start with foliage, cover the oasis with the foliage and filler flowers, and then put in your main flowers. Okay. Now one thing very important is your oasis should not be seen at any given point of time. A good skilled artist, because I call even flower arrangement, it is a work of art. So skilled artist will make sure that your arrangement is covered from all sides. At no point you are showing the oasis. Okay. I hope you can follow till now whatever has happened. Anybody has any questions? Now I am making a low floor. Okay, so my height of the flowers is going to be this much. Okay. Now this is a very basic design. Now while I am placing the flowers, okay, I will make sure that all are cut in the same height. Okay, and this is how I place. So now I've cut everything slant.
yeah, so Smita ma'am, Sep is asking that these flowers are organic or not. So there is a question coming in.
Now if it comes from the garden that you are knowing, then it can be organic. Otherwise, most of these flowers, they need fertilizers, they need pesticides so that a good crop is grown. Nowadays there are organic flowers, but then their cost is very high in the market and you have to get it from the source. There should be no middle person. Okay, you have to get from the garden to the table.
Okay, thank you ma'am. So if anybody is having any question, do ask, do message so that we can answer that. Wonderful session going on.
Thank you.
So till now we have 50 plus people connected, Smita ma'am, those who are watching this, and they are enjoying a lot. Yeah, so Deep Jadhav is commenting only and only Smita ma'am. Thank you, Deep. Rizwan sir is saying that very interactive session. Thank you, Rizwan sir. So I hope Saib has got his answer that these flowers are organic and
Are not organic.
these are not organic, but
Because we have got it from the local market.
Local
market, you don't. They will never sell you organic. Organic comes from only greenhouses.
okay. So these are not organic, but yes, we have got it from the local market. So hope we have answered the query.
You can get it, provided you know the source.
Yes. Yeah. So Smita ma'am, someone is asking which leaves are this?
This is called ruscus. Now you can check the botanical name because
Yeah, Garima ma'am is asking that which leaves are this. So
the local name is ruscus.
Ruscus.
So can you see? I've covered. Basically, I've tried and covered the entire oasis with foliage. Okay. faster.
So hope everyone is getting the voice because आवाज़ नहीं आ रही थी ऐसे मुझे बोला गया है अभी. So can you reply कि आवाज़ आ रही है अभी? Okay, Smita ma'am, Yash is asking which flowers are this? White
This
one.
is called paper flowers. It's a type of fillers. Okay. Now, if you Google it, some call it linoleum, but I know it is not linoleum. Okay. So in the local market, it is called paper flowers.
So the placement is very important. You can check how ma'am is putting it.
Now while arranging flowers, the place is going to be a little messy, but then later on you can clear it. So can you see a round shape being coming out? Now if you find that it needs a little bit trim it, but avoid that. No. Okay. Now we have done the basic arrangement. Now what is missing here? We are missing our main flowers. Okay, so I'll take out some roses. Now be careful, all these roses have again, the cut should be first check out the height. Okay, for that you can get the arrangement towards the edge and you will get a fair idea, and then cut. Okay, do not cut your arrangement beforehand. Very, very important.
Garima ma'am is saying very nice work, Smita ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, Vachi is saying ma'am very nice work. Aditya is saying what is its specialty, ma'am?
I didn't get.
Aditya, we are not getting your question. You can ask again what exactly you mean to say. Abel A is saying very creative and nice. Thank you, Shikha ma'am. I think she is Shikha ma'am. Okay, people are very excited to see the final bouquet.
It's an arrangement.
It's a flower arrangement, yes.
And bouquets are which are tied.
So best teacher in the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Devil is saying. Okay, Ajay. So Aditya wants to ask कि इस फ्लावर की स्पेशलिटी क्या है, यही फ्लावर्स क्यों लेने हैं, उनको आंसर
आपको ओके आदित्य when we make a flower arrangement, we want that we are investing in flowers. It can be for your house, it can be that is being done professionally also. So we want it will last, okay? Flowers should not wilt away so easily. So we have to take flowers which have very strong stems and which will survive this heat. Especially right now, we all know temperature is pretty hot. We are reaching around 40 degrees. So flowers should be in such a way that they can survive the heat.
Okay. So hope Aditya, you have got your answer.
And there are flowers used for different occasions. Okay. Now, as we all know, we use red flowers for Valentine's. We use yellow flowers for specific, like if it is haldi, as we Indians have for ceremonies, then the flowers will go as per the occasion. Okay. For Christmas and all, the arrangement will more be on red and white because that is the theme.
Okay, so the colors go well, that's why we especially choose the rose.
So, since the question is asked, we all follow a color scheme, okay? So, in a color scheme, there is something called as monochromatic colors. So, in an arrangement, either we use shades of yellow, shades of red, or we can use analogous. That means these are colors which are opposite the color wheel, okay? Avoid using colors avoid using flowers like you cannot add a lotus in this because lotus cannot go. So these are elements which you cannot have a mismatch of elements. Now these go. Now this is your round arrangement, ideal for a table.
Wow. So comments please guys. So this is a wonderful arrangement Smita ma'am have done and she has shown us very nicely. So still the work is going on.
I have tried to keep at even placement and I have tried that I am not crowding the flowers because you should allow flowers to breathe. You should allow flowers to bloom. Okay, so this is very, very important. So this is our first and probably very basic of all the arrangement. It's called an all-round arrangement, and this especially goes for your coffee table, for your bedside table, for your center table. Okay, you can keep it there.
Yes. So this is the first arrangement we have done. Beautifully placed over here, so you can see again.
So the next arrangement, now this is going to be an L-shaped arrangement. Okay, so think in your mind how an L-shaped arrangement looks, okay? What type of elements which can have, so it has to be L. Now remember L-shaped arrangements are one-sided, okay? So it will only face. So these are suitable for a corner place in front of hostess desk, okay?
So a lot of comments coming on. Wow, that's nice, very nice. So thank you Smita ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, Sejal is missing the college. Sejal, come down, meet us again. Tabassum is saying, wow, nice. Thank you, ma'am.
Now, flower arrangement is a practical that we do in the second year, and it is done. And we give students to make their arrangement after giving them basic training. All can do arrangement. Now, flower, see, it is not that we are all inborn, or you can say born florists. We do with trial and error, and the more you practice, the better you become. And this is something that everybody can try. And mind you, putting an arrangement in a room will suddenly light up the entire environment. So flower arrangement does play a very important role in hospitality, in any front areas. You will find nowadays dry arrangements are being used. I'll be using a dry element also in my next arrangement. So we'll first start with the basic shape. So as I said, it's going to be L. So I'm going to take my gel colors.
Okay, so now we are making L shape.
Sorry, these are gladiolites. So this is my height.
So Garima ma'am is asking, can we use different flowers in one arrangements?
Try limiting your flowers to 2 to 3 sizes only. Okay. Now there are arrangements which are called as forest garden. Now this is the old traditional way where you can make flower arrangements with different, but not for a commercial places. Okay. So commercial places, don't try and add too many different types of flowers. 2 to 3 should be able to do your job. Now I'll be doing this way.
Okay, thank you. Who is Savan? Can you tell me the name? Thank you so much. So he's saying everyone is best in Pune team. Thank you so much. So this is the L shape arrangement going on. Thank you, Christina ma'am. Christina ma'am is saying very informative session, very creative. Yes, ma'am. Shikha ma'am, this is aesthetic. Yes, we can say aesthetic view of the flower arrangements. You can see take a closer view that how ma'am is placing the flowers. So ma'am, you're using 2 flowers over here.
Yeah, these two. I'm trying to give a monochromatic color shade of our basic design is getting ready. Okay, so in the meantime, if you want, now this is palm. Okay, since we can cover palm in your base so that your backside is not visible.
Wow. So this is the third flower or
Yes, this is the third one.
okay. So ma'am is using third flower now. So see the color combination she is using.
Quite
Very nice and fresh flowers. Yes. Yes, Krishna ma'am. This arrangement is looking very elegant. So Anita ma'am is asking how many different colored arrangements can be used in a single arrangement.
As I said, don't mix too many flowers or colors. Okay. Now, if you see, yellow and purple is a very good combination. Along with that, shades of yellow. So I have used orange. Okay. So the purple is the pop-up color here. So purple pops up between everything.
Okay, Priyanka is saying it looks so pretty. Thank you, Priyanka. Beautiful arrangement. Ajay is saying thank you, Ajay. So Devil is appreciating your efforts. Thank you, Devil. Prem is saying very nice work, ma'am.
Thank you all.
Atul is saying looking nice. Thank you, Atul. Excellent color combination. Christina ma'am is saying thank you, ma'am. Thanks, ma'am. Now I don't need to pay for bouquet anymore. Just looking like wow.
Thank you. Making flower image is not a rocket science. Your imagination and little bit of your skills. Each one of us can do that, and it is possible. In fact, you can repurpose your flowers also. Okay, now not all flowers die out very fast. Okay, flowers like glads, they survive for a very long time. So if you think that the arrangement is built it, now I know rose and what you call gerbera doesn't survive, but your glads will survive. It will start blooming from tomorrow onwards. Okay, so this can survive.
Gadima ma'am is saying very imaginative. Okay, Gurlin is saying alluring bouquet. Shika ma'am is saying we can now create our own bouquet.
Now this is not flowers, I'm just putting the greens in between.
So again, for pop-up purpose, you are using this?
No, this is basically too much. There should be green in everything, so otherwise it doesn't look good.
Okay. Saima ma'am is saying absolutely stunning. Thank you, Saima ma'am.
So our next arrangement is ready. I just need little more colors.
Perfect color combinations, yes. Innovation must vary, but the color combination you use is so attractive and inspiring.
Thank you.
Yash is saying all this. Thank you, Yash. Thank you, Aditya.
Try to cover the empty spaces because you don't keep spaces. So our next arrangement, now you see one side we have greens, so our oasis is covered, and the other side is your L-shaped arrangement.
Lovely and stunning with perfection. Shantanu is saying. Thank you, Shantanu.
Welcome, welcome.
Here is the look. So this is the first one which we did, and this is the second one. Absolutely stunning bouquet. Thank you, Gurleen.
Okay, so what I forgot is you need to spray. Shreya ma'am will now spray the flowers. After your arrangement is done, you need to spray. so that they remain. You like to see those dewdrops on the flowers. That is what keeps it fresh. So I think we may have time to make 2 more arrangements because I find it joy in doing all this. So this is a bamboo which has been repurposed as my container. Okay, I have already filled oasis and I have sprayed water also. So in this, now this is going to be a horizontal. So I am planning to put some dry elements. So now these are actually twigs. Okay, these are dried bamboo twigs. So I've collected it. Okay, now this, use your imagination. So I'll be making a horizontal arrangement. Okay.
So a lot of comments coming in. Wonderful, it's looking very attractive, looking stunning, looking beautiful and elegant. Beautiful flowers in the garden of life. So this is the third arrangement we are going to do now.
As I said, imagination. Okay, use your imagination and you can make a stunning arrangement. Everybody of us is capable to do it. So this is going to be my background. Okay, now I'll be using these regular palm, or you can say the show plant. It comes under the family of snake plant only, but these are thinner. So I'll be just wiping it. Now see guys, now in this, okay, make sure that so that these go inside properly, you will have to give it a cut like this, so that you get a sharp edge to push your leaf inside the oasis. Okay. Now I have to make, remember this, your arrangement should be visually, there should be an equal proportion, a visual balance should also be there.
So there is a question, can we make a L-shape arrangement using the bamboo wood base?
Yes, it is possible. I was planning that, but then I found this.
So,
It is possible to make an L-shape arrangement with the bamboo.
so yes, you can use L-shape bamboo. So if anybody is having any question, can you
I'll just
ask?
shift it to my side because I want this to be on a front looking arrangement.
Okay, so now flowers.
So try to keep your bud flowers at the height. Okay, now there are lots of thorns. So try to remove, otherwise you will hurt yourself. Okay. So try to keep your bud at the highest point. Okay. Then your blooms or fully bloomed flowers should be at the bottom level. Okay. That is how, because your vision, your eyes will always look from the top to bottom. Okay. Or if you want to make a focal point, then that's where your most important or your biggest flower should be.
Okay, so a lot of people joining in, almost 50 plus. So they are saying very nice arrangement and very nice session going on. Fantastic. So all over India people are joining. So Lucknow, Trivandrum, Delhi.
Okay, I'll be turning it this way so that everyone can see what is happening.
Yeah, Delhi भी बेनेपुला दिल्ली से भी है. Yes, lot of people are joining from Delhi also. Okay, so what is this, ma'am?
Anthurium. This is called anthurium.
Okay, this is anthurium. Okay. Yash is asking the question, the arrangement you are making, is it possible to hang this on wall or?
No, ideally we shouldn't be hanging because remember there is water in it and it is heavy. Okay. We can hang it provided it's best to hang dry arrangements. If your base is strong enough and you have enough support, then I would suggest you not hang, but give, if you want it, keep it as on the like a wall you want to give, then give a proper holder to it. Okay, there should be fittings from the wall which can take the weight of the arrangement. Otherwise, hanging I wouldn't suggest.
Okay, so now ma'am is using leaves, small leaves. So what kind of leaves are there, ma'am?
This is ruscus.
Ruscus, okay. So that height, maintaining that height is very important, the flower
Yes,
heights.
yes. So you will find that none of my flowers are at one level.
Mhm.
Okay, they are in different levels so that you are able to see them better. No flower should hide any other flower, and spacing.
Yes, spacing and height of the flowers or whatever leaves we are using, that is very important.
Now I'll try and put baby's breath.
So these are again paper flowers.
No, this is called baby's breath. They have,
Baby's breath,
yeah. This is typically used in your Christian weddings, bouquets. Okay.
Okay.
You will find them a lot. Now they are, since they are at such distance, group them together and push them in.
So these are called as fillers as well. Garima ma'am is saying
Yeah,
fillers.
these are filler flowers. These are filler flowers. The name is baby's breath.
Baby's breath is the name. Gurlin is saying nice imagination, ma'am.
Thank you.
Great class for hotelier. So again hiding the back side.
Yes. Very important.
Yeah, someone is saying कल तक तो मुरझा जाएगा. So can we give the answer?
No, कल तक नहीं मुरझेगा क्योंकि इसको ये OSS and inside the OSS, okay, or you can say we have put sufficient water in the OSS, so none of these flowers will turn bad by tomorrow. They will survive. Okay. Now, few preconditions are you will have to make sure that it is not under direct sunlight. Okay. अगर सनलाइट के नीचे हो तो कल तक जरूर मुरझा जाएगा. कोई भी फ्लावर्स आप बनाते हैं तो उसको शेड में रखना जरूरी है. अगर एसी रूम हो तो ज्यादा बेहतर है. ओके, वो ज्यादा सर्वाइव करेगा, लेकिन डायरेक्ट सनलाइट में नहीं.
So avoid sunlight and enough water is there in OSS, so they will last for 2 to 3 days.
More than 2 to 3 days. This baby's breath, because it's very thin, it will dry off. But even baby's breath dried arrangement looks very pretty.
Yeah.
And anthuriums can stay 15 days. The roses can stay for 4 to 5 days because these are not those very hybrid roses. These are those Indian roses, so they generally will survive 4 to 5 days in water, in under good climatic conditions. Try to push it inside the OSS so it looks better.
नहीं येते ना, सो ठीक है. I hope now voice is audible. Okay, thank you Ramhari.
So this is a horizontal arrangement that is ready. Ashwin ma'am, spray water.
Wow.
See, if you feel that you need to add something, you can add up. I felt that there is a little bit of gap here, so I felt that there is a gap, so I tried to cover. So now we have a arrangement ready.
And check the look. Wow. So a lot of comments coming on. Beautiful, very nice, outstanding. Take a closer view so that you can actually get like how ma'am has done that and the look.
Okay, so we will now go to our next arrangement.
Okay.
Okay,
So
now
this is the fourth
this
one.
is actually a container that has been made recently. Now, if you all know, this is actually the outside of a coconut.
Coconut.
What we call this is not, we can't even call the husk, but this is the cover from where the bloom or the coconuts come out. Okay, so this I found it. I dried it. I painted it, gave a nice coat of varnish, so you can see, and gave a base to it. So you can make your own containers. Okay. Now if you see, it looks like a boat. So we'll try and make a very small arrangement. Okay, because
The base itself is looking very nice, ma'am.
thank you.
So this is called as creativity. So the imagination, the creativity, like what do you say?
Okay, so I will try to, now the same stem, I took it, dried it, and I've even colored it, okay, into black color and gave a varnish. So all this is possible. That's why I said, imagination, human mind imagination is limitless. You can try putting dry arrangements, everything is possible. It's how well you do it, okay? Now I'll try to mix and match here, okay? I'll need some prepping.
Something nice is going to happen now. Stay connected.
I hope you all are enjoying it.
Yes, so ma'am is asking, hope everyone is enjoying the session. Yes, ma'am. Krishna ma'am is saying very creative. Divya is saying yes, ma'am. So we have Instagram viewers also. So hello everyone. Thank you for watching.
Now I've used yellow because this is contrast to what we have.
So the base is black and we are
With
using
silver.
yellow flowers. Yeah.
So I'm trying to use.
Take a closer look. Vansh is saying thank you, nice ma'am. Spidey is saying wow, nice. So hotelier guy is asking what is the fish type and this under the foliage. So this is
what you call the coconut bar. I think we can Google out and find out. This is the cover, or you can say from where the coconuts come out. You can see it is a very natural shape. Understand everyone that nature has the best design. Okay, we try to make anything beautiful, but nobody can beat nature. So you get the best inspirations from nature.
true.
You see nature and you will come to know that all, if you see, you can see a lot of elements which are turning. Now these are natural. I am not doing anything to turn these. They are found in the nature as it is. My job is to just place them in such a way that you can admire it better.
And imagine as well, ma'am, to how we can use this in our arrangement.
Best thing, go see the nature. You get all the best ideas there. Nothing can beat that. You can make this as a career. Okay, you can make arrangements to big places, big companies in their lobbies and all. They need arrangements. When you're arranging, make sure you don't arrange in a single line. Okay, so give it its natural shape. Okay, if you can see, I'm not placing everything under one line. Okay, they're coming under different shapes and sizes.
What flowers are this?
These are called golden rods.
Golden rods is the name.
Yes, that is the name. You can check out the botanical name, because golden rods is what if you ask in the market golden rods, this is what they. This is a very local variety which has been there ages. Now see, I am taking care that I am not bending it, folding it. I am placing it from the tip.
Oh, now purple.
Yes, it actually goes very well.
See the combination ma'am is using, like, so that only makes the bouquet very vibrant. Hotelier guy, I don't know why essence you are asking every time, but no artificial things will be added. Yes, ma'am. You what are you saying?
Yes. What do you mean? What is the essence of the arrangement?
Yeah. So you mean to say using purple flower will give the extra essence to the bouquet?
Now, if you see, purple will lift up the yellow, or you can say the pop-up color here is purple. I've not put any big arrangements because I want to give the credit to the container. Here the container itself is so beautiful that you don't have to do much.
So he is asking, if the flower cannot produce the smell, do we add extra?
No, ideally arrangement, you should not use what you call flowers which have fragrance in such arrangement. Why? There's a reason. Some people are allergic to fragrances. So most of these flowers do not have fragrance except for baby's breath. Okay, the roses, these are commercial roses. These are not your the local Indian variety roses. So that is exactly the reason that they don't have flowers. Okay, these are commercially bred, commercially grown roses, and they will not have any smell. Okay, so their purpose is basically not giving smell, but it is just for show purpose or aesthetic appeal, what you call it. I would suggest when you are making an arrangement, okay, you go to the market and get the flowers. You will be the best person to do so rather than sending anybody, because you have a shape in your mind, and that will come out better if you go and check out what is available in the market. As I said, summer season, most of the flowers are not available. Best time you get to see them is winters.
Excellent session, so creative. Someone from Agra, thank you.
Thank you. I hope you find this informative. All of you can make your own arrangement. It is all about try and get it. The first arrangement may not be that great, or it may not be so aesthetically appealing, but as soon as you get your hand into it, I've not used much elements. If you see, my elements are very less, and I have just tried to make sure that they look better. Okay, somewhat I've tried to use those colors which go well.
Can white flowers?
Yes, white can
also
go
be
in, but I will not try to put too many elements in this, because already these both in itself is looking very pretty. Don't crowd your arrangement. Okay, now this is a very simple arrangement. Now this is all sides, so look from all sides. I don't think even I need to put greens, but I'll still try and squeeze in few greens.
What is this, ma'am? Filler again?
Yeah, no, this is foliage.
Okay.
Okay, this is a type of, the word is grass. Okay, now this you can find it at potted plants. They sell it in nursery. Okay, they are like a show plant. I'm just putting it in a few on the base. Mind you, these have thorns in them, so be very careful when you are handling it. Don't get yourself hurt. If you can't hold, group 2 or 3 together, hold the edge and push it in. So cut 3 small stems together. Group them and place them. So in between those purple and those yellow, you have a pop of green. I hope the color is looking good.
Yes.
It's going well.
It's looking so beautiful.
Thank you. Here and then tuck in your green, but make sure it goes inside the oasis. It should get inside the oasis, because even this needs water. Okay, so the green looks better in between the 2 colors. need a little bit of green here, and I think I'm done. So I actually planned 2 arrangements, but I think I got carried away and ended up doing 4. So I think this
Wow.
yeah, so your arrangement is ready.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have a close look. Wow. सबसे ज़्यादा अच्छा यही लग रहा है. Different something.
That's it.
Check the closer view.
So I have tried to use all different elements. Okay. So I hope you have enjoyed our session. You have any question and answers to ask? We are open now. This time is for question answers. If you have anything, you can always ask, or you can send it to UEI address also.
Yes, so right now I
And this
think
will be a part of your second year practical. If flower arrangement is there, so you will be learning different styles of arrangement in your second year. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed my session.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Have a great day.
thank you everyone for joining. So Saima ma'am is saying these are breathtaking flowers. Thank you everyone. So everyone is saying thank you for the wonderful session, and Smita ma'am have conducted it very nicely. Thank you Smita ma'am for the session. So we'll close the
Hope to
session.
see you all again.
Yes. सब तो लग